Welcome to the Awesomers.com podcast. If you love to learn, and if you're motivated to expand your mind, and heck, if you desire to break through those traditional paradigms and find your own version of success, you are in the right place. Awesomers around the world are on a journey to improve their lives and the lives of those around them. We believe in paying it forward, and we fundamentally try to live up to the great Zig Ziglar quote, where he said, "You can have everything in your life you want if you help enough other people get what they want." It doesn't matter where you came from, it only matters where you're going. My name is Steve Simonson, and I hope you will join me on this awesomer journey.
If you're launching a new product manufactured in China, you will need professional, high-resolution, Amazon-ready photographs. Because Simo Global has a team of professionals in China, you will oftentimes receive your listings photographs before your product even leaves the country. This streamlined process will save you the time, money, and energy needed to concentrate on marketing and other creative content strategies before your item is in stock and ready for sale. Visit simoglobal.com to learn more, because a picture should be worth 1,000 keywords.
You are listening to episode number 113 of the Awesomers podcast series, and all you need to do is go to awesomers.com/113 to find today's show notes and details. Now, today is part 3 of a 3-part series with Omer Cakir, and Omer, again, is a full-time entrepreneur and specializes really around the Amazon marketplace platforms, both as an FBA seller and an FBM seller, but he's dealt with many other e-commerce platforms as well. Now, he does some consulting, and he also has a new business related to the video clip making, and it's really a clever way of attacking this problem of getting simple, straightforward, and high converting videos onto, whether it's an Amazon listing or just a product detail page on an e-commerce. This can have a significant impact, a positive impact, by the way, to conversion when the videos are done right. And because of his experience working for large companies, even public companies, he understands how this process works and how to just get it right and keep it simple. So let's jump into today's episode. This is part 3 of 3 right now. Okay, we're back again, everybody. Steve Simonson, joined by Omer Cakir. Still good?
Cakir, this time.
Cakir, oh, yeah. 2 out of 3, you know,
Okay.
It's only a matter of time, honestly. That many swings, I'm going to miss the ball. So, Omer, tell me this. We've talked up until now about some of your experience and some of your recommendation as it relates to video and kind of how you started in your own business. But today I want to talk a little bit more about how did you, when you decided to develop this video service, and we'll have the show notes to the clip guys and any Empowery special offers there as well. But how did you decide to make that a separate standalone business from your consulting business that you did?
So what I do usually is when I try a new project, I look for some help. So what I did with this clip guys, I hired, because my office is near one big university and one like mid-sized college here. So I hired a part-time student to help me just for the clip guys. And so he is helping me to do all the like customer communication or finding out new clients or like doing all the shooting and things like that. So he's helping me on that, but I kind of like create the project and I kind of babysit the project for 3 to 6 months. Then I leave someone to do it. So that's why I have other people that they are managing all day-to-day operations right now. That's like for the project that I created 4 years ago. I am actually okay to travel anywhere in the world. I don't need to be any place or any office space. Most of my meetings are conference calls, even though I have clients all over the world. So I always pay attention to not stuck in anything more than a couple of weeks. So Code Guys, I already had the business idea in my mind in probably more than 2 years, and I waited the right moment, and I already had access to talent to do the production, shooting or post-production or hand models, everything needed for it. So right now probably after this holiday season, it will have its own full-time dedicated like a manager, and then it can be. I am even okay to spin it off and then let some people some ownership, and because
Yeah.
I'm not obsessed with bottom line. I'm more obsessed with like trying new ideas and what can I learn from them. I'm already having a enough and decent life. uh, I prefer more knowledge or more experience than more money here, definitely. So
No, I like
I'm
that as a model. So let me just review this if I can for the benefit of the customers out there listening. So as you embark upon a new idea, right? So you've got this, excuse me, I call them harebrained schemes from time to time, but you've got this new idea in your head and you say, all right, I'm going to make this kind of ready to be a standalone business. I'm going to nurture it for some period of time, 2 to 6 months. And then I'm going to position that business in a way that the existing help and maybe some management help can let it run on its own without requiring me day to day. Is that, if I got
Yes,
that summarized correctly?
yes, exactly. So it's all started with my seed money, my personal time, which I spent my 2 months. Maybe it's gonna be a little more than that next 3-4 months. And I I like to keep everything documented as much as possible, so that it's not going to be, hey, can you show me how you do this, that kind of things. So when we need to hire a person, in 2 days or 3 days, that person is already on the board. So everything we use, it's all in Google Drive. There is nothing saved in anyone's laptop, things like that. Yeah, so you're right. It's, to me, it's more important to uh, make it scalable, and I don't want to be obstacle at the end to scale any business.
Right.
uh, I'm still new, like I'm less than 2 years old entrepreneur, but uh, I have made good progress, and it's making me even more competent for a like bigger picture in next 5 years, I would say.
So I think that's a couple important points there. The first is we have limited resources, any of us as human beings, but entrepreneurs, and those resources are generally summarized with money, right? There's only a certain amount of capital that you have to spread around. Time, right? Time is a finite resource. It's if you don't spend it wisely, it goes away. And then energy, right? Where are we going to put in our physical energy and our mental energy? And if you don't apply those in a way that makes sense, you're less likely to find satisfaction and fulfillment of what you're doing. And clearly, I think you're on the right track, Omer, because you're finding this is fun and it's satisfying. And instead of you chasing money, you're chasing, some kind of the opportunity to have fun and be, launch new businesses and have some excitement. That is, and by the way, with highly relevant service provided. So all of that is a much better combo than the people simply chasing money. Uh, for the most part, I've found people who develop businesses simply to chase the almighty dollar are often dissatisfied with the outcome. If you try to solve a problem for somebody, you're better off. And if you're wise about those resources I just talked about, you're better off. And then the other thing that you alluded to, and I think this is so important for everybody out there to pay attention to, is don't be a bottleneck, right? Entrepreneurs are often the biggest bottleneck ever, and you'll hear words like, "Oh, I'm a perfectionist" or whatever, and it's like I want to just shake that perfectionism right out of people, because that is not going to help your business grow. It's not going to help you scale. Omer, what's your opinion? Are you a perfectionist? Do I need to shake you?
Oh, no, no, I'm not perfectionist. I work with perfectionist people, especially creative people, artists, and I respect them. But that's why, uh, I mean, like it takes so many years for an artist to do certain things that may influence the world or influence like people around the artist. Uh, for me, I don't have that much of a long like expectation for an idea to nurture. I think we are in a really live in a short like term life. Everybody has short term expectations right now, especially in the business side of the world. No one is really making predictions for next 20 years or 10 years anymore. So I'm not a perfectionist. I'm more opportunist. But when you say opportunist, it's not like I follow the opportunity for the sake of money. I want to absorb as much as experience as possible, and at the end, I know that it's going to require some like resource or some sort of like capital to spend, and then uh, I am okay to lose money as long as I can still have a okay living. It's not going to be, when I look back, I'm not going to call it unsuccessful if I didn't make $3 million. It's not my like a target. Sometimes I read some books or like some podcasts. They say, okay, write down you will make $2 million in 2025, or they have really strict like targets like that, or you will buy your dream house in 2030 or in next 10 years. Or no, I mean, I might still like have a okay house and then have still Toyota or Hyundai. I'm not have like dream you're driving a BMW or Lexus. Like that doesn't entail to me. I don't know. Maybe some people it attracts them. I can of course drive a Lexus or BMW even today. It's not like something I can't, but I prefer to spend that money to clip guys. So I'm okay to try clip guys and maybe spend $30,000, right? And you can go and buy a nice car with that money. It's the choice. It's all depends on what motivates you. So to me, it motivates to learn new things and then meet with new people. So with Clip Guys, I met with maybe 10 different people, and I came across a lot of different products I never even looked twice. So that's really good for me and good for people too, because they are, at the end, they are happy. I also like that feeling. When they work with me, they have good things to say. And they learn from me as well. It's not just I am learning from them, which is also a good thing to nurture this world. It's not like one way always. It's multidimensional to me.
For sure. I think that's an important aspect of, anytime we interact with others, it's always a give and take, right? It's, anybody who's just taking will never win, because nobody will want to hang out with them. Everybody who's kind of trying to help. And, what I see, and one of the things that I think attracted Empowery to this service is that you guys have a very simple, easy to understand deliverable, and it's something that can have a positive impact. And it's a problem that needed a solution. And that's one of those things that there are lots of different ways of attacking this. And believe me, you guys, as you know, aren't the first guys with a video camera to make videos, right?
Yes.
This existed before. But the simplicity of defining, you need an e-commerce unboxing video, package ABC, whatever it is, that is something that is well reasoned, in my opinion, and is likely to be well received in the marketplace as a result. So I love that. I think kudos to you. It's true what they say, money makes the world go round, and therefore we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Catalyst 88 was developed to help entrepreneurs achieve their short and long-term goals in e-commerce markets by utilizing the power of shared entrepreneurial wisdom. Entrepreneurship is nothing if not lessons to be learned. Learn from others, learn from us. I guarantee that we will learn from you. Visit catalyst88.com because your success is our success. Hey, giddy up.
Let's talk about that future for a minute. Let's think about 5 years from now. And you have a lot of experience, working with, Apple stores, Best Buy, and e-commerce and Amazon and so forth. You have a lot of experience that's relevant. What do you think is going to happen in e-commerce in the next 5 years? Or actually just pretend it's 5 years from now. What does the world look like from an e-commerce perspective?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty much dominated by Amazon, but not like Amazon is really dominating the market. Like people will still have other choices. It's not like a mandatory thing. So it's going to be a lot easier for people to even find something cheaper than Amazon. It's not that easy right now, because nobody has the selection as much as Amazon, variety in terms of like when you're looking to buy something, or even you just search anything on Amazon, you may have 50,000 search results, and then Walmart or other places 3,000, 2,000, and after first or second page there are even irrelevant search results. So one thing Amazon right now like has, right, it's the variety, it's the like the SKUs available, but others are gonna catch up. So eventually it's gonna be more equal play field for other players, because eventually everybody will have their listings on Amazon and Walmart, and I don't know, a couple other places as well. So right now, sometimes I feel I have to shop from Amazon because they are the only one. So, and that doesn't feel good to me because I feel I have no choice to make other than going Amazon. So it's not going to be worse when I say that Amazon might have a bigger market share, but others will have a more equal like a skills, or at least like a play field. But what's going to happen is, which is more dangerous to all the sellers, Amazon will dominate with its brand within the Amazon. It's not like you feel you're obligated to buy from Amazon, but when you enter the Amazon, now you're probably pushed to buy a brand owned by Amazon. So they have more than 150 brands, and they're launching like crazy. They don't even do any press release or anything, and some of them are even secret. Some of them they say exclusively for Prime, or made by Amazon, or sometimes Amazon Basics, Amazon Elements, or they have this towel brand pins on by Amazon. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's really hidden. You can't quite sell, but just because they sit on that data, and that data tells them how much opportunity in every product segment, and because of their established sourcing network already with the vendor central, they have worked with the biggest players in the market for every product category. So they know where people buy things, or where to go to buy those manufacturers, and they have their even couple hundred people sourcing team in China and other places. So it is going to be really, really hard for a seller to start a business on Amazon unless that product is super different or something totally new. So right now I see people, they simply buy things from AliExpress or China or other places and just repackage or relabel them and sell them, because market is growing, and because I don't think Amazon has brands that much with that much variety, or a brand for every single category. But right now on certain categories, I see Amazon has that banner, see from our brands or shop from our brands, and it's a huge thing you can't really miss. And when you look at the prices, it is so cheap and so nicely presented and so good quality, like not highest quality, but for especially mid-level people or low to mid-level people, they have the best and cheapest consumer electronics or apparel or home goods, furniture, household cleaning items, baby stuff, nuts, snacks. Like currently they have probably covered all the big categories, main categories. So this is gonna, it is gonna be tough to resell stuff. You have to be really entrepreneur with some skills to innovate a product or create your own demand, or do some sort of cool marketing or branding to attract people or convince people to buy your product. Otherwise, what people are doing, they're searching, they're looking at the price and reviews, and then they just buy it, whatever it's available on the first page.
Yep, those are ominous words and ominous predictions. I generally agree with that. I do think that Amazon is taking It's marketplace data and Amazon data at large. It's launching all of these brands, private labels, and so forth. And it's collecting all of this data so that it can maximize its own sales using the placement on its own web pages, which it owns. I do also agree that there will be other marketplaces who, get onto a level playing field. And as long as there are alternatives, I think that sellers, will still have hope. And fundamentally, I can't stress this enough to the customers out there listening. Just slapping your label on, somebody else's piece of crap, produced from wherever is not a brand. Make a brand, make it unique, make it differentiated. That's what creates value in this world, and that's what is worth, people buying and talking about. Omer, thanks for the time. We've gone on here for a good amount of time, and I just want to see if you have any other words of wisdom for the customers before we sign off.
No, pursue your dreams, and success is not a linear upward like a climb. There are ups and downs, and I feel it every other day. Some days I ask myself what the heck I'm doing here. Sometimes I'm over the clouds. I'm so happy, like I can't even describe how happy I am. So just be patient and keep doing, and it's great to try to find your niche and create some value.
I love it. Very, very well spoken there. Thanks, Omer. For the customers out there listening, we'll be right back after this.
Hey, Amazon Marketplace professionals. This is Parsimony ERP, and we get one question over and over. Can you please tell me exactly what Parsimony does? Well, we'll try, but this is only a 30-second spot, so we're going to have to hurry. Connect to your Seller Central account and pull all the new orders. Enter the orders with all customer data. Enter all of the Amazon fees and charges. Store them at the item level. Generate profit and loss reports at the SKU level. Automatically generate income statements. Handle multiple companies. Handle multiple brands. Handle multiple currencies. Facilitate budgets and forecasts. Store all customer interactions in a sophisticated CRM system. Manage your supply chain. Project and task management. Maintain an audit log. Hey, you get it. That's Parsimony, PARSIMONY.com. Parsimony.com. We've got that.
Okay, there you have it, everybody. That's part 3 of 3 with Omer Cakir, and I think you will agree he's got a lot of experience and a lot of energy and indeed passion related to these topics, and somebody that I think we can all benefit from learning from and knowing about. This is episode number 113 in the Osmers podcast series, and all you have to do is run over to osmers.com/113 to find today's show notes and details. Well, we've done it again, everybody. We have another episode of the Osmers podcast ready for the world. Thank you for joining us, and we hope that you've enjoyed our program today. Now's a good time to take a moment to subscribe, like, and share this podcast. Heck, you could even leave a review if you wanted. Awesomers around you will appreciate your help. It's only with your participation and sharing that we'll be able to achieve our goals. Our success is literally in your hands. Thank you again for joining us. We are at your service. Find out more about me, Steve Simonson, our guests, team, and all the other Osmers involved at osmers.com. Thank you again.
Osmers.com